A film hits theaters and suddenly the Pentagon says, that's not technically accurate. But is House of Dynamite really misrepresenting missile defense systems or just reminding us of an uncomfortable truth? Hi, I'm Volkan Gunak. Today we're talking about the realism debate surrounding House of Dynamite, what the film shows, what the Pentagon and filmmakers are saying, and how the US missile defense architecture really works. In the movie, a nuclear threat targets Chicago. Interceptors in Alaska are launched but struggled to stop the attack. That's where the controversy begins. Before we dive deeper, let's bring in Nova, my co-host and AI analyst here on Diplomatico. Nova, thanks for joining.
Thanks, Volkan. The U.S. Missile Defense Agency, better known as the MDA, says the real system performs far better than the film suggests. Our tests have shown high accuracy, they argue. But of course, as you often remind us, tests are not the same as the real world. Leaked MDA memos emphasize a decade of so-called successful intercept tests. The agency insists the film distorts reality, noting that its systems have repeatedly hit mock targets. Yet independent analysts highlight that test conditions are predictable, sterile, and rarely mirror real-time chaos. Screenwriter Noah Oppenheim told reporters he consulted experts to highlight the system's weak points. Director Catherine Bigelow added that the goal wasn't to glorify military tech, but to challenge the myth of perfection, the belief that complex systems never fail. Scientists generally agree that even a simple intercept scenario, one missile, one warhead, no decoys, is already a moonshot challenge. Add multiple warheads, countermeasures, or cyber disruption, and the odds collapse. So, lab success doesn't mean battlefield reliability. Today, the U.S. fields ground-based interceptors in Alaska and California, meant to destroy ICBMs outside the atmosphere. New, next-gen programs are underway, but delays and ballooning budgets have raised the question: can tomorrow's tech really protect today's cities? And then there's the so-called Golden Dome concept, an expanded, space-layered shield. Supporters promise total protection. Critics warn of runaway costs and the militarization of orbit itself. All of which brings us back to perception versus precision. Volkan, back to you.
Thanks, Nova. So where does accuracy end and storytelling begin? Cinema dramatizes reality, but missile defense is a zero-failure domain. A successful test doesn't mean the system can handle every surprise, and perhaps House of Dynamite forces us to confront that. The film centers on system flaws. The Pentagon answers with data. Both sides have a point, but the real value lies in transparency, acknowledging technical limits and keeping politics and filmmaking apart. What do you think? Is the movie too pessimistic, or are we too optimistic? Leave a comment, share, and subscribe for more. See you next time.